Oh, these kids, they're gonna start now. Has Amazon stopped by? I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna be working on a PlayStation 5. This PlayStation 5 came in earlier for no power. It looks like the power supply had been attempted to be replaced. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Of course, replacing the power supply did not fix the issue. Let me clean my workbench real quick, because my workbench is a bit dirty with flux. From power repair we did a trace repair on an Xbox Series X earlier, and I got some flux all over it. How do you know? Oh yeah, it is from Hot Wheels. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Oh yeah? Huh? It's not displaying? Let's reboot. Hey baby boy, grab your toys, go play in the room with Ruby and William. It does that every now and then, but is it loose? Yeah, go ahead and replace it, especially if we're planning on selling it. We want to sell good stuff. And this PlayStation, I will say, is very, very clean compared to ones I've worked on in the past. They're always dirty, dusty. This one's clean. To protect, this is Leo. How can I help you? Which DS model? Sorry. Now, let me look up your ticket real quick, because we've got multiple DS tickets we're working on. Caden, yeah, I called and left you a voicemail. So the ribbon cable, as I was installing it, it actually tore. So we had to order you a replacement top screen. So we're waiting on that one to come in. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where this ribbon cables are so delicate, and I was cautious with it, and I had already put it on there, and then as I was extending it to plug it into the logic board, it just tore. Literally, it just and I was very, very, very upset. So I was like, I'll eat the cost, and order you another screen, get it replaced, and as soon as we get it in, we'll get, we'll change it for you. Oh no, it's not your fault. I've done so many of these, and honestly, go ahead. I was just saying, I've done so many of these, and I've never actually torn any of the ribbon cables on any of the ones I've done. And somehow with this one, I ended up, although I was delicate and gentle with it and treated it like if I were repairing mines, I ended up tearing the ribbon cable. Of course, I can run some traces on it and make it work, but I don't feel that would be right and personally, so I prefer just getting you something where the ribbon cable is fully intact, and I've ordered it and I'm just waiting for it to get here so we can get it replaced for you. Yes, sir. All right. All right, awesome. Well, Yeah, no, definitely. Nevertheless, it should be coming in sometime this week, and as soon as we get it, we'll get it replaced, and we'll go from there. And if you don't, for whatever reason, you feel like you're tight in budget, don't feel pressured. You still have 30 days to pick it up, and even after the 30 days, let's say, just let us know. Keep us in the loop, and we'll work with you, okay? Yeah, most definitely. Thank you as well, sir. Have a good one. Bye. As a customer whom I'm replacing his new 3DS XL's top screen, and during the replacement, I ended up tearing the top screen on accident, not on purpose, of course, accidentally, and he's understanding. He was okay with it. How can we go to the next one without me having to play the next one? Okay, music. We do electronic. Or should we do hip hop? Guess we'll do some hip hop. This is from Epidemic Sound. There may not be any words. I don't know if there will be, but this is so that I don't get any sort of copyrights infringements. I'm paying for these services so that I don't get copyrights through Epidemic Sound, and I've been paying them honestly for years and never really use it. But I have videos that have music on them, this is where I get them from. It is better than to being silent on our stream. I'm like, hey, can you check if my stream is working on Twitch, YouTube, Twitch? I think those are the main platforms I'm on, and Facebook. Matter of fact, let me look at Restream. As I am streaming, let me see. Let me apply to TikTok. TikTok still has me banned for 2 days. It still has me banned for 2 days, man. Through TikTok. Screw TikTok. Screw TikTok. Can we figure out what's going on with this PlayStation 5? I haven't even tested yet. But we'll test before I unplug any of the other wires. We'll check to see if we got 12 volts, of course, coming in. I think one of the things that I was informed about this PlayStation 5, it is a no power, but I was informed that the power supply had been replaced already. Whoever took it apart, man, they took it apart pretty neatly. They actually put all the screws back where they belong. But I don't know who that is. Go ask William, I don't know. I don't think this part was ever taken off. I think they just took the heatsink. The heatsink, they took the little heat. Well, they had to take this off to unplug this. This one, it's a revision 1, an EDM 010 revision 1, where they have to take this off in order to unplug this. So I wonder how they replaced the power supply without having to take this lid off to remove this. I don't know. Unless they took all that with it, maybe. You know what? Let me plug in the power real quick. So first things first, what we're gonna do is check to see if we have 12 volts. Let's see what symptoms do we get here. Only thing we unplugged so far right now is this one, which is for front USB ports, which is the front USB ribbon cable. Got power coming in. We got my multimeter here. And then multimeter's right there. Put it on this side, I guess, so you all can also see it as well. So this is where we get 12 volts coming in from the power supply right over here. And this line here is my 12 volts. This line here is my negative ground. And we do have 12 volts coming in. All right, so we got 12 volts coming in. So we're gonna start off from where the power's coming in, which is in this area here. And we gotta check to see if we have our 5 volts and our 3 volt rails. You know what? Oh, we got a beep at least. We got a single beep. That's all we had. Okay, after some time, we're gonna check to see if we have 5 volts coming in here, and which is kind of difficult with the multimeter in the way. Put it right there. Can you guys see it? No, you cannot. Okay. 5 volts. Black probe on ground. Black probe on ground. 5 volts. Yes, we do. 5.1. And then here we should get 3.2. And we do not have 3 volts. We do have 3.2. I just wasn't making contact. God. It's from Epidemics. That's supposed to be like rated, I'm guessing. Here. I don't know. Let me just look for retro. Yep. I heard it too and I was like, what's going on? Okay. Alright, 3.2. We got it. What about here at the other one? 3.3. We do. Alright, so once we validate that, we should have 5 volts going in this fuse. Which we do, and 5 volts coming back out. Which we do. And then over here, we should have 1 volt. As soon as we press the power button. It moved. Come on. No, we're not getting it. Nope. We have 2 volts over here. 0.5, yep. We're not getting the voltage required over here. I think there's something going on over here. Let me unplug it real quick and let's take this board out. And more than likely there's a fuse over here that's blown, as well as a capacitor. That's the motherboard? Okay, that'll be my next repair then. Because I know she wanted it. Came in at 244. Or that package? No. Schedule a pickup for Monday. Okay, then drop it off on Monday, not today. If it was down the street, yes, but it's way over in Lake Worth. Okay. So the area I'm looking at, it's right over here, which would be in this area as well. So let's check this if we have any sort of a short circuit here. We're gonna go into continuity mode / diode. We should get a beep right now. Why don't we have a beep? Okay, there we go. Rep probe on ground. Nope. 2 point something volts. What about this fuse? Fuse? Jumping around. When it beeps, it's good. So that area is actually good. Check these other fuses over here. So one here, F7003. Oh. Okay. F4, this is for the optical drive, but we'll check them anyways. Okay. So F7003. And which other one? F7502. Both of those were good. And then these other two were good, which is F5401 and F5402. We should have one more over here. F3501, which is for fuse. F7501. That one's over here. That one's good. And we got one over here, 7001. This one, I believe, is short. We found a shorted fuse. Shorted on this side. Is it not off? Did the light turn on?
Turn on.
Okay, turn it off.
Because you have to wait
Turn it off.
real long.
Okay, turn it off.
Then it'll turn on.
So we found our fuse here, y'all. F7001. It is shorted on this side of the rail. So let's go ahead and remove that fuse real quick. Let me show you where that fuse is located. Which is this one here. This fuse, F7001. We should be hearing a beep here, but we're getting about 2.3 and it's keep going up. 2.5 keeps going up, and then when we go to ground here, this side of the rail, which I believe is going to be on the bottom side, it is shorted. It is shorted, so let's go ahead and remove that fuse real quick. We're going to use a little bit of our flux, just a tad bit. We're going to use some hot air. And let's remove it. Okay. Fuse is out. Now, just because we removed one of the bad components does not mean we fixed this issue yet. Usually when the fuse is blown, a capacitor more than likely is also it's also blown as well. I'm gonna clean this flux I just put in here. We're going to tin this, so we're going to one of the things I like doing is making sure that you lower the melting temperature of this, so whenever I solder the new fuse, it'll be easy. It won't take as much heat. We're going to tin this with some leaded solder versus leaded free. Leaded free is usually what it comes with. We're just going to tin that with some leaded solder and just prep that. Now we're going to test again with our multimeter. Look at my nose. What's going on with my nose? Oh man. We're gonna remove that. Oh. Alrighty, so we're gonna test again real quick. I'll put my multimeter again in continuity mode. We're gonna validate our short on this side of the rail. And we do have a short there still. That means the capacitor is definitely still shorted. So let me remove that flux real quick from there, because I'm gonna have to inject some voltage to see. And I'm gonna inject probably just 1 volt. To see what lights up like a Christmas tree. If you're window watching, do me a favor, go ahead and lock into the stream. Go ahead and hit the follow button, subscribe. I'd appreciate it if y'all did that. If you haven't tuned in, Ace Console Repair. Hey, how's it going, man? Appreciate you joining the live, Mr. Ace. Thank you, sir. All right, let's inject some voltage real quick. Yes, I got way too many wires on my workbench right now. I say right now, it's actually always. I have way too many wires always. So I'm going to, should I solder a wire to that? Let's see, do I have, yeah, I can use one of these pads. Let me solder some wire to it instead, because it may be on the opposite end, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be up top. So we're going to solder a wire to it. Where's my scissors? There they are. Okay. I need this to be a bit bigger so I could grab onto my, there we go. Let's and that one right there. Okay. And let me get my power supply unit here set up. I'm gonna put 1 volt for now. I'm gonna start off with 1 volt. and then I'll work my way up. I'm not sure. I think that's probably a 5 volt, honestly, but we're gonna start with 1 volt, maybe 1.5, be on the safe side. 1.5 at 3 amps. There you go. So 3 amps. And then ground to ground. Okay. That's. Oh. We're going to grab our handy dandy our thermal camera. That way we can see, or try to see, where this short's located. This is the easier way to get it done. I could, you know, probe all over this motherboard. It'll take me, I don't know, an hour or two at best. I like to cheat. I literally like to cheat. All right, so I'm doing 1.5, and it's taking in actually 3 amps, and I'm actually seeing here something on this side. That's not good though. That is not good. It's on that side. That usually it point towards APU, this area here. Single capacitor. You make sure that it's in fact that side and not on this end. Turn it back on. Yeah, no, that's definitely it. Yeah, and it's right there, but it's on the opposite end. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove that single cap, and let's see if we still have a short. We did mark it. Let's go ahead and show you real quick what it looks like. The capacitor that's actually faulty. We marked it with the marker right there. And that single cap right there, it's leading to that area of fuse 7001. So let's remove that fuse real quick. And then we'll validate if in fact that is our short. I'm hoping that it is and there's nothing else. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of flux to this. And let's remove this capacitor. Now this area usually pertains to our APU, which is why it concerns me a bit that this capacitor is the one that shorted, but I'm hoping it's not interlinked with the APU. Okay, we got it out. Now let's check over here on our fuse. F7001. Do we still have a short there? So again, we're gonna go to our multimeter. Go in diode continuity mode. And I got my black probe on ground. And do we get a beep? We do not get a beep. Alright, let's go ahead and replace that capacitor and that fuse. Let me grab a donor board real quick. Okay, got a donor board. Let's remove the fuse for this donor board here. Before we do that though, let's validate that this fuse is good. Okay, fuse is good. And let's remove it. Okay, fuse is out. Let's solder it on to this one. I did forget to put flux. Let's add a little bit of flux to it. Please don't fly off. There you go. Okay, that one's done, and now let's grab the capacitor. Which, hold on, before we do that, let me tin this. We need to lower the melting temperature on this. We're going to add a little bit of flux and some leaded solder to it. Okay. That's ready. And let's grab that cap. Okay. Now let's solder that cap right over here. You guys see? You should be able to. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let that cool off real quick and put this board back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and clean this off real quick with some IPA and our brush. We don't want to leave any of our mess here. Okay, that's that area, and now this fuse area we need to clean as well. Making sure all the flux is gone. Okay. We had a little bit of flux come this way. Alright. There we go. Let's go ahead and now we're going to clean this heatsink area. Usually heatsink area we do get built up. We could test one more time with our multimeter as well. Make sure we don't have our short there anymore. Make sure we have a fully working fuse, which we do. We still have a short there. We do not. It was on this side, the right side of the rail, and we do not. Oh, we do not have a short anymore. We're getting proper values there. So now we're going to test to see if we not only get a beat, but actually try to turn on. But before we do that, let's do this liquid metal. So usually liquid metal, what we like to do is we like to clean off any buildup oxidation there with a cotton swab infused with IPA, which that helps us. If you didn't know, liquid metal does not like alcohol. It just pushes out of the way and allows us to clean the heatsink. Now we're going to use the same process, but only to scoop up the liquid metal. Okay. And then we're going to spread this liquid metal evenly. And we do this not only to the APU, but also the heatsink area. We evenly spread this liquid metal. Make sure there's no dry spot at all. Dry spots, that's what causes this to overheat. Just like that. Let's do the same thing with this side as well. I don't know if you can see what I mean by dry spots, but the manual focus, this here is what you call the dry spot. So this already had a dry spot already. So did the APU. So if it hadn't shut down yet, it would have started to shut down sometime in the near future. So with us having to go in here and complete the fix, we're also reapplying this liquid metal. Some shops, I do know that they don't do this process. They don't care. They just go in there and fix what they were hired for. And they don't go and reapply the liquid metal. Here at Rosado Super Tech, we still reapply the liquid metal. Once we open it, we see the need to reapply it because we don't want it coming back under warranty due to it overheating, when other shops may say, hey, that wasn't the main issue that it was brought in for. It was brought in for no power. The power's on. However, it shuts down after like 30-45 minutes of gameplay, and this would be the cause. So, and this can damage your APU, by the way, as well, if it's not taken care of. If it's overlooked over a period of time, it can kill your APU. Let me go back to manual focus. Oh, manual focus. So let's reapply this real quick. Okay. Liquid metal reapplied on heatsink. No dry spots. And let's put this back together. And then before we go any further from here, I am going to put the heatsink on, the clamp for the heatsink. That's as far as I'm going to go, and then we're going to test to see if it powers on. Because there could be other issues with this outside of just that. I just stopped there because I'm assuming that's what it is. There could be other issues, but we're going to see real quick. We're going to plug in this here. It's for the lights. These lights here. I don't like the way this ribbon cable is routed though. I feel like this ribbon cable was lifted. There we go. Okay. Let's check. What do y'all think? Somebody say something. I think this thing is gonna power on. It's not gonna power on. Yes, no, maybe so. Anybody watching? Am I talking to myself? Maybe. I think there's a huge delay in my stream, to be honest. There's a huge delay. Yeah, there's a huge delay on my stream. All right. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and see if it's gonna power on here real quick. It will work. Oh, Mr. Ruzzy Russ, appreciate you stopping by on the stream. Thank you very much. All right. We got lights. Before we did not have lights. We have lights. To get a PlayStation logo. I don't know if it's gonna display for me right now because I've got my capture card, and I don't think my capture card is currently working. It wasn't working yesterday. Oh, there it is. It is working. Okay, cool. It is working, so it is displaying for us. It's gonna reboot, I believe. Yep, it sure is. And there it is. And we got it working. PlayStation 5, y'all. Awesome. Money, money, money. Money. Money, 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 money. All right, we're going to turn this off real quick. All right, let's go ahead and put this back together for the customer. Let this shut down real quick. So a lot of the questions we get is what could have caused that. Many things could have caused this to be honest, from a power surge, it being dropped. And sometimes PlayStations in general decide, you know what, I'm gonna crap out today. And they crap out. Oh man, I like that. You know what? I should leave it on. I should leave it on, right? Money, money, money. Trying to mess with filters and whatnot. Got one over here, so let's call the long nose. I think those are the only two I currently have right now. Those are the only two I currently have. I still haven't completely put my filters, and I'm trying to get my the script. I forgot what it's called. I'm trying to get that set up, but that's a bit complicated for me, to be honest. I tried doing the same thing Mr. Ace Console has with the stream. What is it called? Streamerbot. I tried utilizing that, and that for me just overcomplicated things for me, honestly. And they made changes afterwards. Like there's a new update that came out. It looks all black. Looks different from what it looks from what it used to look like, and it just overcomplicated things for me. I'm just using your standard Streamlabs. Why can't we have something like Streamerbot that you could just install and just make it work? Don't require any sort of configuring besides just, you know, what commands you want to put on, and that's it. It got kind of warm in here. Turn my fan on real quick. It definitely takes a while to learn it. Have you used Streamerbot, Rosie? Or do you stream at all? I don't know if you stream. I don't know if I'm following you because I don't know if you stream. Super Tech, this is Leo. How can I help you? This is who again? I'm sorry. Yes, Mr. Laria. How may I help you, sir? How may I help you, sir? Your computer won't boot up. That just means that usually means that your hard drive where your data is currently, or your operating system is installed, and it's not being detected, so it's forcing you to select a different boot device. How long ago did you bring your computer over to us to see if it's under warranty? Let me check the ticket real quick. Let me see when you brought it into us, okay? You do have a 60-day warranty, so I'm just checking to see if you have warranty on it, okay? Looks like your warranty did expire. Warranty did expire. Have to bring it in. So long as there's nothing wrong with your storage device, with your existing storage device, then I could probably go into the boot manager and force it to select the right one. But if there's something wrong with it, then you'd end up having to pay, of course, both labor and the part all over again, since it's no longer under warranty. In this scenario, it's not going to be your motherboard, though. This time it's your actual storage. So this time it's not going to be your motherboard. This time it's going to be your storage. Correct. That's where your operating system is installed in. Yes, sir. To get into safe mode, you want to get into safe mode or the boot manager? So usually you have to, it depends on which motherboard you have. I don't remember which motherboard. I think it was an AMD Ryzen motherboard. Let me see. It is going to be, well, it's 3 different buttons that you can press to get to that. Either F11, which is your function key, F11, or delete, or the delete button. So the delete button or F11, either one of those should get you to the boot manager. And then you can validate if your storage device shows up on there. If it does, just select it and it should boot to your Windows operating system. Did you have any other questions for me, sir? All right, thank you, sir. You have a good day. Which laptop? What other one? The one I just barely ordered? The one I ordered yesterday? It's not supposed to be here till like sometime next week. The 9th or the 11th. I don't know. I do not know. This PlayStation 5, again, like I said earlier when I started working on it, is the cleanest PlayStation 5 that I've worked on. I'm late to the line. Mark, is it gonna make it? Yes, it's fixed. Yeah, it's already been fixed. Fuse F7001. I have to go back and view it. I think F7001, yeah. Was shorted, as well as the capacitor near the APU area was shorted out. So we replaced it, and it is fixed now. All right, we're checking again. Making sure it still powers on. It is SP? Oh wow. They did not waste any time whatsoever. There it is, y'all. It is working. You just drop. Oh, Mr. Mark. Yes, sir. It is ready. I'm sorry you missed it, but you can always go back and view the footage. It should be up there, I think, or you can upload it. But you can see everything we did to it. But yes, it is fixed. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab the next repair. Next repair is going to be a PC. It's a motherboard I've been waiting on for a customer. I'll update the ticket right now. Should I do the PC or should I do the screen replacement? I think I should do, no, the PC's been here longer. And it's gonna take me a bit longer as well. The 3DS, I ordered the part yesterday as well. I'm waiting on the screen. That's why I was asking if Amazon came in today. They're supposed to deliver it today. What? Oh, the motherboard? Yeah, they should have delivered something else with it. Let me update this ticket real quick. Huh? That one I need to look for the top screen. I mean the top shell. I need to look for it today. Let me update the tickets here. Is that the one that it came with? You trying to clean that one? Oh. Is that the disc one my wife wanted to put a shell on?
Oh, you want to put a shell on it? On the other one, but yeah. I'll put a shell on this.
It's just stickers. On a short on SO02 and one capacitor near APU rail. Sorted it. The shells for the controllers, I think they're upstairs.
Yeah, they're
up top. Let's go over this first circuit on F7002, and we found that the capacitor near the APU rail that was also shorted. We have confirmed that the device now powers on, displays without issues.
I already put the other two in that.
Oh, okay.
So don't pick that one. And then that one's solid. And
And
then
then, do you have an install out there for that motherboard?
no.
Okay. Is Microsoft sounding pretty good? The sound coming across sounds pretty good for y'all, or does it sound really bad? I haven't checked my sound, so I don't know. I'm sure you guys are probably hearing my kids. Yes, baby boy, we didn't take it out yesterday. Cameraman Vincent, this is a 3DS. We're waiting on the top screen for that one. Alright, we're gonna work on that PC real quick. We need to replace that motherboard. That one has the bad motherboard. Motherboard, and I was not able to find the issue with it, so we're just having to replace it. On top of that, they wanted something that's going to allow them to stream. So let's get this together first. Yes, let's get the motherboard first. I don't like this music I have. I'm just using Epidemic Sound. I'm paying for it, so they can't copyright me because I'm paying for the rights. This is not well. It is copyrighted music unless you pay for it, which I'm paying for the service, so that I don't get copyrighted. Alright, let's grab that APU. I said APU, the CPU, not the APU. You can tell I repair mostly consoles. You guys can tell that I repair mostly consoles. I'm always talking about APU instead of CPU. Let me clear some of this old thermal for the CPU. That one.
Right? I don't know.
That one goes with it, but I guess we'll have to wait on the controller then. I have to order some black backings to it. I don't remember. No, just build it. We're gonna wait on the controller. Okay, we got that in there. This we're gonna put on the old CPU mount over there. So they had three different RAM sticks. However, I'm gonna only install two, which I believe these are, of course, DDR5, but it doesn't tell me how many. I think 32 gigs, 16 and 16. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me what these are. Traveling Matt. Hello, Hot Cows. Appreciate you joining the live. Thank you very much. This back door is open. Whose back door is open? It's windy in the store. My apologies. I've got the fan. The fan's blowing. I was feeling a bit warm. I turned it off. Turned off the fan. It was kind of warm, and I didn't want to turn up the AC or turn the AC on because it's a bit chilly outside. So turn the fan so it could blow some air towards me. I didn't believe that it was going to be blowing air to you guys. Can't believe he's getting all the way to the UK. I'm just messing with y'all. The back door's not open. Back door is not open. It's just my fan. I was a bit warm. And I turned on the fan. So I don't turn the AC up. Or down. Not up, but down. Alright. So we got the CPU. We got the RAM installed. Let me grab I think the NVMe. I was going to have to wait on the NVMe because I have to take that other motherboard out. So let me put this aside real quick. Alright, so this is the customer's PC. Y'all can see this thing is dirty as well. Which I gotta take to the back, honestly, to clean before I put the new motherboard on. Let me go ahead and unplug all this. Unplug the fan as well. We're going to unplug our power supply, motherboard, 12 volts. Or 19 volts, actually. Okay. Let me get this GPU out. What are you talking about? No, I turned it off. I want you guys to be comfortable. I'm okay with being uncomfortable. I'll just turn the AC up. Turn the AC down a little bit, babe. I'm not. I'm hot. $66? Why do I feel hot? Nah, don't even say that. You need to knock on wood, cause I can't afford to get sick, man. Don't even say that. That's bad juju. Yeah, just open it up. That means you gotta keep an eye out real good, though. You don't want to... Huh? Yeah. Well, like that's what it was. Thank you. Although this motherboard's already bad, I'm still gonna put it on there because we give these back to the customers. We give it back to the customers, that way they could do with it what they will. You put it on the old box that the new one came in. Awesome. Gotta get this SSD out. The NVMe SSD. Get it out of there. Get the screw back. Otherwise, this one goes back inside this box. We'll put it inside the little anti-static box. I'll do that after I put this motherboard in. Let me put the NVMe in it and then I'll put it on. The M.2. Still legend. I'll get back in camera view, y'all. Oh, yeah, you guys can see me. They can still see me. Somewhat. They can see my behind. Nah. Okay. Actually, let me take this outside real quick. I'll blow this out before I put the new motherboard on. It's gonna be loud, y'all. So cover your ears. I'm gonna use my air compressor. Alrighty. Let's take this outside real quick and blow it out. Okay. Blow it out as much as I could. There's still dust on these fans and the glass case. Okay. Huh? Screen for who? Is that the 3DS? Probably 3DS, because that's supposed to be delivered today. This fan is just yellowed out because of they smoke. Can't do nothing about that. Although I would like to have it to be looking like new. It ain't gonna happen. Alright, let's go ahead and put this motherboard. We'll clean the glass case afterwards. Money, money, money! I like the sound. That sound. Let's see, what did we sell? Mario Strikers. We sold Mario Strikers. Well, oh no, swindlers. Grass Butler, 950. Zap. Why am I not seeing? Are you guys seeing? I just see exclamation point zap. I'm not seeing anything. I don't like this chat that I'm getting from Restream because it's not showing me the emojis or anything that this thing is supposed to be showing. I need to find a better option for that. That's viewable by all platforms, and it'll show me whatever emojis are being shown. Restream is not doing that for me at all. Do the money thing. Okay, I'll do the money thing. Money, money, money. Huh? Yes, I do. Look. See that? Certainly do. I got a money thing. I've blown that up because I haven't created a scene for it. Alright, let's go ahead and install this motherboard on here. Our standoff should be the same because it's almost the exact same motherboard, except it's a little bit more higher end than the one they had. So as far as standoffs goes, it should be exactly the same. What are you doing, baby boy? You turn the box into a car? Oh yeah? What do I have back here that's holding it? Oh yeah? Oh man. It doesn't have wheels. There we go. Standoffs almost. What could be in there? There's something holding it here. Let me see. Oh yeah? Oh man. Yeah, there's something holding it here. There we go. There we go. Standoffs should be lining up now. These are lined up. There's that one's lined up. Lined up. That was lined up. Right there, it's lined up and lined up. Okay, our standoffs are lined up. Oh, if I don't have the exclamation point zap command, it won't work. Yeah, I don't have that command right now. What is this supposed to do? Like zap me or something? I need to go back to Ace stream and see what all he's got as far. I wonder if he'd be okay with sharing his commands. I'll probably put him in mine as well. Outside of his personal ones, of course, because he's got a lot of personal ones as well. Oh, I don't have a zap one. I haven't been zapped yet. I remember what it does. He was doing something and he zapped himself. I remember that one. Forgot what he was doing, but he zapped himself and he walked off. I was actually watching him when he was doing that. I remember now. I don't think I've zapped myself yet. And you know what? I'm gonna knock on wood because I don't want that day to come either. The day I zap myself. I did almost burn something. Yeah, I recall that. I definitely recall that. Huh? Oh. They're selling for $50? $54.99? What controllers are they selling? Not the special edition? I know it's PS5 controllers, but is it like the special, like Fortnite edition, God of War? Well, that one went down $2. Thank you, baby boy. It's the gold one or the black one? The gold one? Yeah, it's the one I have. I paid too much for it originally when I first got it. Okay, fan number 1. This is the PCIe. Graphics, this one's going to be our LED lights. Huh? What are you talking about? Tiny stuff? It won't fit a game in there though. The game does not fit in there. Oh, the cartridge game. Oh. Audio. You should have just ordered from TikTok. They got like the bundle for $20 and there's a whole bunch of them. Our F panel. Connectors right over here. Okay. Do we not have any USBs? Yes, we do have some USBs. Where's that cable at? Did they not have it plugged in? Probably the front panel, that's where that's going to be. And our CPU. SuperTech, this is Leo. How can I help you? Yes, this is Leo with SuperTech. How can I help you? We are a walk-in, first come, first serve scenario. So laptop starting price diagnostics is $250, not including parts. You're welcome. Okay. NVMe is plugged in. Everything's plugged in. Got our RAM. Connectors are all connected. We need to get our GPU. Let me take this outside real quick because it's a bit dirty as well. Blow it out. You know what? I'm just gonna do it here. GPU was a bit dirty as well. Let's go ahead and get this GPU on this board. Hopefully this music does not put y'all to sleep. Because I feel like it's going to put y'all to sleep. I do have my own Discord, but I kind of gave up on it because people wouldn't join. So I was using it as a server where I can store documentation and stuff. Then I decided to invest into a more of a proper forum where I could put all my how-tos and stuff. I wanted to use Discord, but I was like, man, no one's joining, so why am I going to use Discord just for me? And I was paying for it too. And then I gave up and stopped using Discord. However, I can start using it if people start using it. Add some people on there to help me manage it as well. Add documentations, how-tos and stuff. That'd be awesome. Kind of like what Mr. The Coder has. And Booter. Coder, Mr. Booter. There we go. Put everything back together the way it needs to be put back together. And then we're going to validate right now to see if this thing is going to power on for us. Let's put our heatsink though. Let's put our heatsink. This is going to be our heatsink here. Big old block of metal. Big old chunk of metal. We're going to clean the old thermal paste off of it. Because it's dry and crusty now. So, depending on how many PCs we get in the month of January, Daniel, whichever one comes first, we get a PC in. Depending on the issue, I'm going to have you start working on it, and I'm going to be right next to you. So you can learn how to work on PCs. And if we do end up getting that space, I'm going to do a workbench solely for PCs over there. Like, I want a squared workbench. A squared workbench where we got plenty of space to be able to work on PCs. At least that's the goal. I forgot, I need to put the brackets. Alright, I gotta send this up real quick so I can put the bracket for the GPU. Or, yes, brackets for our heatsink. Not the GPU, but for our heatsink. So I gotta send this up real quick so that I can put this bracket here. Just like that. Put the bracket in there with the screws. Isaiah, Isaiah, baby boy. Got my little boy. He's right in front of the door. Okay. Got the brackets in there. Tightening this things up. I'm sorry, I know this is not required. It's just a small space here, unfortunately. And you guys cannot see what I'm doing, so my apologies to that. My apologies. You can see it right here, though. Oh, you're on the TV? He saw himself on the TV now. This kid. Okay. You got that down. Let's get the brackets we need here. Where are they? I don't know what you're talking about. Magic. Yes, through magic. Yes. How do I do that? Magic. What did I do with the... These are not it. They're not on here, are they? Nope, they're not. They're not on there. And if they are not on there, where are they? Not here either. Let me get this stuff out of my workbench. This not going on my workbench. Put that on inside that box. What happened? Oh, there they are. Ooh, I was getting scared there for a minute. Getting scared there for a minute, y'all. I thought I had lost these brackets here. Come on. I think I put that one in the wrong way. I'll go back to that one. We got to get this one out. There we go. Okay. And now we can go ahead and put some thermal. Just the right amount of thermal paste, just like Mr. Tronic fixes. Felt like I didn't put any tension to it. Huh. I felt like there's no tension. Oh, there is tension. Okay, cool. Huh? Was it perfect? Cool. So this one's gonna be plugged into, there's two fan connectors here. Got a fan one. Fan one will be plugged in over here. Matter of fact, actually, we're just gonna plug in one wire, push it to the back, and plug in the fans in the back instead. For a cleaner look on the wiring. So this one will be plugged in right here. And then we'll plug the fans in the back. No, that's baby blue, not blue. That does not go with. Yeah, HDMI is broken on that one. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. What? Oh. Well, it would have to be the other God of War, not that God of War. That God of War doesn't go with that one. We would have to get the black one. Yeah, you're gonna have to do thorough cleaning on that one. Thorough cleaning. Thorough cleaning. I hope there's nothing wrong with it, because I took it upon his word that it's a functional console. It turned on, but I don't know if there's any other issues. And I paid $110 for it, so I hope there is no other issues with that one, because we didn't have a way of testing it without having functional HDMI. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, this one did not. There we go. There we go. It is even. These kids slam the door. Alright, everything's plugged in except for these fans. So we're gonna plug in these fans real quick, and then we'll do a test to see if it's going to turn on for us with this new motherboard. Yeah, those are trash, man. Those are definitely trash. No, those are not the fan connectors. These are. Okay, cool. Let's say fan connectors are not those. Okay, got our fans plugged in. Everything's plugged in. I just haven't routed any wires yet. Let's test. What do y'all think? Y'all think this thing is going to boot for us? It's gonna blow up in our face? No, hopefully not. Hopefully not. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? We are about to plug it in right now. We want to see what the lights show. So I'm turning this thing around. You guys can also see what I see here. And get this camera out the way. The scope is all up in the way. All up in the way. And I'm gonna have my finger and the power button in case I see any sort of spark. Turn that thing off quickly. All right, y'all. What do y'all think? Somebody tell me. Nothing but faith. Everything looks plugged in properly, so. Okay, got my power button over here. Turning it on. Let me turn my. Oh, I already see lights already without me even having to do anything, to be honest. All I only did was turn the switch on. Let me turn on my TV here real quick to see if we see any sort of display. You know what? Let's do one scene for you guys. I'm gonna do I'm gonna copy my live scene, duplicate the live scene. Sorry, I'm duplicating it. Just bear with me here a second. I'm gonna rename this live scene though. We're gonna do this live. So we're going to change our main camera here. Webcam. There we go. There we go. You can't see my face, but it's all right. All right, let's press the power button real quick. The fan spins. Oh man, they stopped spinning. We get 2 lights. Why is that? Okay, so this time we do get some lights. It does attempt to boot and whatnot. However, we get the we get 2 LED lights on the CPU and DRAM. CPU and DRAM are the 2 lights we're getting on. Fan stopped spinning too. Do we have a faulty power supply potentially? Could be either that we're not getting full power for our CPU or our motherboard is getting power. I think it's the CPU power. Let me check the power supply. That's the one thing I have not checked. It's the power supply. Let me unplug this real quick. We don't want to zap ourselves. Tap in. Gotcha for life. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give it a minute. All right, let's give it a minute. Let's give it a minute. Its possibility is doing its thing. That is true. All right, I'm gonna give it a minute, y'all. All right, turn it on. Give it a minute. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna remove this one for now, the sales floor camera. Along with that one, that way you can see those lights right there. Those lights right here are the ones I'm referencing. Now it's only 1 light now instead of 2. Looks like it's the DRAM light. CPU shows good, DRAM shows to be bad. Oh, it is going, cycling through, okay. Oh, and we do have, oh, you are right. Mr. Ruzzy, man, appreciate you, bud. I was about to check the power supply. I was thinking maybe the CPU is not getting the appropriate voltage, but we actually have Windows now. Let me show you real quick. Yep, it sure did. That is it. That's what we're seeing now. About to check the power supply too. It runs time for about 2 minutes, and it's the AMD. It can take even longer to boot. I guess I built so many of these. Honestly, I don't remember. In fact, any of the ones I get, usually they don't take that long. Usually it goes into like BIOS if I don't have Windows installed. This one, of course, has had Windows installed previously, so. Fan is still spinning. All fans are spinning now. Yeah, this one's fixed. This one is fixed. We are gonna, of course, brute force this just to make sure. We're gonna run some tests on it. Usually, type of tests I'll run are I'll run a oh man, my mind's going blank right now. But we run a stress test for both the CPU as well as the GPU as well. And I also test the RAM just to make sure that we don't get any issues. And we do this before we complete the actual ticket itself. But I won't be doing any testing right now because that process is just plain boring. I'll just let it sit there and run and stuff like that. And I still have a couple of repairs to get to as well. But yeah, this one's basically fixed. All it needed was a motherboard replacement. That other motherboard was fried, like literally fried. They had some sort of power surge and it just fried through multiple power rails, and I'm not gonna sit there fix each individual power rail. But this one is good, good, good. Yeah, it's new motherboard though, so first boot takes a while. RAM, right? Okay, that is something new. I learned something new. After first boot, it'll boot normal speed. Okay. Well, something you learned. This one's done. This one's done. So we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. I don't have a mouse or keyboard plugged into it, so I'm gonna shut her down, put it together, and then we'll run tests afterwards. Off live. But this one is working. One of the things I do need to do here, I use some zip ties. Although there is already somewhat of wire management here already. I don't think you guys can see that. Right there. There's still a few wires loose. I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie those real quick. Huh? You got cold? I'm over here sweating. I'm over here sweating and you're cold. That's not good. I have no idea what the hell I'm listening to, y'all. I'm sorry I'm putting you guys through this music or whatever it is. I don't think I'd call it music, to be honest. I have no idea what the hell this epidemic sound is playing. They call it music, but it's not music. Okay, better than how it was before. All right, let me find the back plates. Got dust. Okay. Are we not gonna stay there? Oh.
The place
Hey man, what GPU? What do you mean, what GPU? What GPU this computer has? I have no clue what GPUs they have. I didn't check. Let's check together. I don't know. I don't know what GPU it has. I gotta head out. Appreciate you, Rusty. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you, sir. If you ever do go live, let me know, man. I'll definitely be watching you. Has a GeForce RTX. I don't know what it is though. The code is in there. I'm thinking it's probably maybe a 3040, 3050 potentially from iBuyPower. This is a pre-built PC from Best Buy. It's a pre-built PC, so I have no idea what GPU it has. I did not check. Looks like it says on here potential 48. No, that's not gonna be a 4080. That's a tiny little graphics card. I don't think that's gonna be a 4080. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'm live on weekends, middle of the night. No worries if you can't make it. Middle of the night is usually when I'm watching. It's usually when I have time actually to watch anyone. Because during the day I'm busy here at the shop. I have two jobs. So I have a daytime job, and then after like 3:30ish or so, I come here to the shop and help with repairs. So middle of the night usually it's when middle of the night for me, that is. It's when I'm able to join. I'm Central Standard Time. I'm not sure what time zone you're in. However, I'm gonna go join your channel right now. I'm gonna look it up. That way I get notified whenever you do come live, so that I can, even during the day, sometimes I go in there and start watching people. Rusty Russ. Repairs. I'm assuming that your name here is the same on YouTube. And it is. Subscribe. I want to be notified for everything. And you got quite a few videos out there. I'm gonna have to go in there and start looking at your videos. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. I got multiple accounts, so I'll definitely use my other accounts to go in there just to bump up your stream as well. But nevertheless, you know, give you some views, or not views, but subscribers. Get you up there. But nevertheless, this one's done. What else do I have for repair right now? I got screen replacements for what? Oh, tablet. The laptop. Yeah. Charging port. Oh. Yep, I forgot about that one. Good thing is she's been patient with us, to be honest. I don't think she's in a rush. Yeah, no, I need to get it over with. Alright, so I'm gonna put the glass case, this one here. I'm gonna put the glass case on this one real quick. The glass, the other end. You already told me that. Okay. Let's just put back together, and I need to do some stress testing on this. And then I'll do that here in a little bit, but not right now. But that one's working now. My shoulder's been killing me really bad. I'm gonna do this laptop for this dude. Because I know yesterday he said he wanted it quickly, and I want to surprise this dude. I'm like, hey, we got it. Came in a day, surprisingly. All right, let me put this motherboard. Huh? I assumed that it was gonna take a lot longer for it to get here. I'm gonna give this lady all this stuff that it came with this motherboard. We didn't use any of it. Now put this burnt down motherboard in here. Come on. Go in. There we go. Maybe? Nope. There we go. Yes, he did. Well, he replaced Station on one of them. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe both. Is there anything else in here? Yes, there is. SO parts from the old motherboard. Put that there. Trash, trash. Alright, so now we're gonna do a screen replacement, y'all. This screen came in yesterday, or this laptop came in yesterday, because, and I'll show you real quick. The power's on, that is. Not powering on. Let me plug it in. Huh? Oh yeah? Well, I don't see any charging lights on this one. Okay, we do have a charging light right there. I was missing it. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. So this one came into us because of this. I slowed down a video once and I started live streaming. Man, that's good. See that? His screen is just destroyed. And that's what we're going to do, is replace the screen. So, what we're going to do first, before anything, and I know some people do it without having to remove the battery. However, with every screen that we do, before we anything, we always unplug the battery. No matter what. I mean, always. The battery always has to come out. No sort of power source at all. No sort of power source. Before we unplug the battery. I mean, before we unplug or remove the screen. Okay. Huh? I can't hear a word you're saying. There you go. Yep. It's the battery cable. There you go. And we're gonna unplug the screen from here as well. Just make sure we don't cause any sort of a short. We may need to remove this as well, so let's remove those two screws. There's 1, 2 screws here. Which will allow us to then remove this portion here. There we go. Okay. We got it. We got it. All right, so now let's get to the screen section. TurboTech, this is Leo. How can I help you? We certainly do. We do have some availability if it's dropped off early enough today. If it's dropped off after 6, more than likely wouldn't be done till Monday, since we are closed on Sundays. As far as cost, you're looking at $145 for that type of repair. It'll take us roughly about an hour. Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir. There we go. So this customer did drop this. This was already broken. We're gonna put it back together for him though. Make sure we put some sort of adhesive on the edges. But what we're doing is we're getting to the screen here so we can get it removed. As far as the screen, looks like we've got right there. We got the connector, and we've got our one of them's here, and this one's here. Nope, it looks like it's not there anymore. Usually what we do is we grab our tweezers here, and then we start twisting these so we can remove these the adhesive, and we start twisting it. Pulling and twisting, pulling and twisting. Oh, you don't want to do that though. You don't want to tear it. This one's good thing is still there. You don't want to pull too hard where you don't get all of it. Ah, my nose is just running right now. Come on. This adhesive is long. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're getting there. This adhesive over here, I can't see it. I don't know where it's at. Put a little bit of alcohol. Maybe it'll loosen it up a little bit for us. Drop it from the top. I'm thinking it'll probably loosen it up for us. Let me use this one instead. If I could get to that adhesive, that'd be awesome. But this one, where's that adhesive? Can I even grab it? I cannot. Can I see it? Can I see that adhesive somewhere in there? I do not. No, I do not. That's it. No, I don't. Okay, come on. Okay, can we get to it now? Nope. That sucks. I can't get to the adhesive on this one. That adhesive is supposed to loosen up with some IPA, but it's not. Oh, a laptop. Yes, we are working on a laptop now. It's a screen replacement on a laptop. Except this one, I'm having difficulties because usually adhesive comes out and you're able to pull it out. In this case, we had it on this side, which we removed. This one, however, there's nothing there. Oh man, my shoulder's killing me. But I can't seem to get this laptop to cooperate to remove from the bottom. There we go. I think I got it. Maybe. Nope. This screen's already broken, so it doesn't matter if it breaks even more. Come on. Get in there. I'm using a plastic tool to be able to lift it up. There we go. That adhesive, man. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you could tell this screen has been replaced potentially previously before, because that is not your normal adhesive. It's supposed to be sticking out, and that one was not. I gotta bend that back now. There we go. There we go. Get the screen out of the way. I remove this ugly adhesive that they put on here. No idea what this adhesive is, to be honest. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if this screen has adhesive to it. If not, I'll have to get some. It does not have adhesive. Okay. Oh. I dropped some Alright, so I'm going to do a test fit real quick before we peel that off. Before we peel the adhesive off, I'm going to do a test fit. Screen is busted anyways. You're not trying to save it. Can it be a bit heavy-handed? Yeah, I could have been heavy-handed, but sometimes you just got to take it easy because you could break other things within the chassis itself. So you don't want to be too heavy-handed, if that makes sense, because then you can cause more damage than anything, and then now you have to replace other components of the laptop that you weren't expecting to replace. Which is why I still try to be gentle, although we're not trying to save the screen. That's one of the things is we just try to be preventative. You want to be cautious with everything that you do. You don't want to be too heavy-handed. It is an expensive one, yes. It's a Dell G50. It's not a game. Well, it can be used for gaming, but it's no, that's a motherboard. No, this is a screen. No, this screen was about 80, 90 bucks, I believe. Not for this one, it's for a different, it's a Helios laptop. It's a Helios Predator, it's a gaming laptop. It's about a $1,500 laptop. Alright, we're doing a test fit. Make sure this is going to fit here accordingly, which it is. Cool. Right there. It would fit just fine. Now we can go ahead and put this down, get the adhesive, and start putting this back together. Start putting this baby back together. Come on. Maybe my tweezers are not grabbing. Yep, nope. There we go. There we go. We've yet to take off the screen protector that it comes with. but Mommy's using it. Yes. Okay. Put that together. Let's just test real quick before we fully put it back together. We're gonna connect the screen now. And then we're gonna connect the battery as well, and then we'll charge it up, and then we'll test to make sure the screen is good. Okay, battery, screen's connected, battery is connected. Let's test the screen. Will we get a display? However, I'm seeing some issues here on this end. This is not wanting to stay. This end here. I wonder if the adhesive I put on there is a bit too thick. I'll check that here in a little bit. Plug in the power cable. Let's test to see if this thing is going to display for us accordingly. And we get a Dell logo. Okay. I wonder if I need to move the screen that way a little bit. That could be it. Yeah. There it is. It is working. Awesome. Turn this off real quick. Put it down. All right, screen's fixed. And I think I got a 3DS as well. It's already 5:07 though. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here, y'all. Appreciate for those of you that actually joined. Thank you very much. I only saw interactions from YouTube. I didn't see anything from any other platform. Only saw YouTube. Yeah. YouTube. One kick? Where is it? Oh, right there. Yeah, I had one kick. Otherwise, thank you very much. I think we got 7 people watching currently on YouTube's. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day here though. As far as the stream, I'm gonna finish putting this back together, figure out why the little bezel here, it's not going all the way in. But nevertheless, thanks. Thank you very much. Peace. Y'all stay blessed, and we will see y'all on our next live, which more than likely is going to be Monday.